My phone is stuck to a screwdriver. Let me see if I get down at the table and show you guys. Let's see. It's probably going to fall off the goddamn screwdriver. Okay. Okay. No. Let's see. All right. You just ripped the arm off my phone today, so now I got a janky setup. So we're kind of dangling precariously off of a pocket screwdriver I have jammed up into my phone. And we can't see the tape. Okay. All right. Let's see. I do this without the rough one. Okay. Oh. I think I'm going to need more tape. Okay. All right. I don't know how the hell to do this. Let's see. Let's try and go lower. Any better? Probably not. Okay. Okay, so that's horrible. All right, let's see if I can even see myself. Videos. Just take me to videos. What the hell? All right. Well, I've been pretty busy today, making molds of all the new stuff I've been working on. So I got out the 20T silicone, got some resin tonight, and I figure, let's see if we can't make some of these molds, fill them with resin, and check out the new snail, the mushroom. I got the wolf right here. What else? Oh, I got a demon skull with the candle in it. I don't think I showed you guys that one, or if I did, it was way back when. Okay, so just take me there. Come on, YouTube. What are you doing? Okay, hello, Lisa. Hello, John. What's up, Obi? Hello, Michelle. I am just trying to get through this friggin' start. All right. Okay, what a pain in the ass. All right, I gotta get this camera down closer to the ground because it's gonna fall off the screwdriver I have jammed into it right now since I snapped off my phone today until I get one of them stupid little tong thingies. So let me get you guys down closer to the floor so we can see what the hell I'm gonna do. Okay. Is that better? Okay, well, looks like I'm probably gonna fall off the main, but if a stiff wind kicks up, my phone drops on the floor, I'll pick you guys up, I promise. What's up, Kim? Hello. Oh, you had a daughter's gender reveal today? 3 girls, you get away. Oh, that's awesome, man. Cool, you got some blue for a boy, huh? Yeah, I've been busy all day, man. I've been trying to crank care of crap, and it's just been a busy ass day, and my phone is janky as hell. I'm gonna super glue this goddamn screwdriver in there, I swear to God. Okay, let's try that. Alright. But yeah, I showed you guys some of those other sculpts I've been doing for a while. These Devil's Food sculpts that I've been wanting to do. So I got these guys molded today. I got this one molded. I'm going to have 2 different kinds. So I was working on him. These molds came out pretty good. I'm going to save these molds for rigid foam. Although I probably could put some resin in there tonight just to test one for the hell of it. And then this will be our base. So that's all for the Devil's Food Cake ones. And then I got the new wolf that I showed you guys. I wasn't really thrilled with my other one, so I went ahead and molded this guy today. So we got a mold for the wolf. We got a mold for the snail, and I snapped his damn antennas, taking it off the mold. So hopefully I won't have any issues when we pour resin in there. I did the mushroom today, so I got a mold for the little mushroom. He looks pretty cool. And this one I did a long time ago. It's been sitting in the mold. I just ran out of silicone every time I molded them, so I was just dumping excess silicone in there. So I got a mold of this guy today too. So it's been kind of a crazy day. I'm running around trying to get stuff done. Hey, get off, because you're going to knock the phone off the damn screwdriver and it's already broken. If that happens, I'm going to great stuff it right to the damn freaking tripod. All right. What's up, Fondy? Fondian. That's cool, Michelle. That's awesome, man. And I got a little boy haunter to take care of. Train him right. All right. So let's see. I got the wolf, the mushroom, the zombie snail, that guy. Let's get some gloves on. I got some gloves. Of course, they're probably going to stick to my hand because it's been hot as hell today. The workshop's all hot. Pow. Anyway, I figure I'd jump on. I don't know if anybody's getting on tonight, but I figure, screw it. I'm going to get on. And I should get a board. Let me get a board so I can make sure this is level where I'm doing. That's one of the things I forgot. Okay. There we go. Got me a nice board. Anytime you're pouring resins, you want as level a surface as possible so your stuff ain't tipping out of molds. I'm just a little bit crazy about making sure that, spider, that everything's as level as possible. It doesn't matter. These are basically just test molds. So not a big issue, but I don't know, I'm just kind of crazy like that sometimes. Alrighty, let's do, let's see. We'll do part A. Okay, that's B. So I want to keep part A, the yellow resin. And again, I just went ahead and put a little hole in the top. I got a spare set of lids that I just go ahead and use to pour in. That way you're not pouring out of a full gallon. I don't know how much these molds are going to take, so this is going to be trial and error tonight. Okay, so there's my A. Let's see, and to the inside, this will be my B. All right. With a day like today, this stuff's going to kick super fast. So, let's see. I think we're going to do... Let's go right to that zombie, or the Death's Head Snail. I'm going to use this Pearl X. It's a pink gold. It's like a duo color from Jacquard. I love these guys' powders. They're awesome. So, I should probably go ahead and... Where'd you go, Zombie Snail? Right there. Okay, let's go ahead and powder that mold. I'm going to get a brush. So I'm just going to take a little bit in. That's probably too much. So we're going to tap it around. So there we go. You just tap it around, slap it around in there. Woo! Okay. I think that's going to be good. So let's go ahead and pour some in here. Let me get a... I wonder if I can put a big magnet in this thing to make it stick to the wall. I wonder if a big magnet will fit in there. So I got these larger size magnets for bigger magnets because sometimes they want to spin on the wall or they don't hold. So, oh man, that sucker's going to fit right in there if this works. Let me go grab some nails and we'll try and span that across the bottom of the snail. That way he can go on a bridge or whatever. On a locker, something cool. So we're going to use my little cheater method. Just like that. So we're going to take our magnet, put a couple of nails across it, and this will keep it from dropping into the mold. So I've got my A and my B. Let's get a little bit of resin out. That's probably way too much. Yeah. Half that. All right, just that little tip on the popsicle stick. And that's probably still too much, but oh well. So we're going to mix that into our B part. There we go. All right, while I'm mixing this, let me see what you guys are up to. Once I pour them together, we got to go. Hello, Offspring. Shelly's any glowing in the dark tonight. What's up, Thea Walker? What's up, Chad Smith? What's up, Brother Vic? Yeah, so like I said, busy freaking day today, man. Trying to knock out molds and stuff. I think I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I made 7 molds today. It finally took me a whole gallon of that 20T, so super good stuff. Alright, I think we're pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and dump this other cup in. And if I get extras, I'll pour into the mushroom mold. So I should probably get a magnet for that. Although I don't know how much this snail is going to take for the Death's Head snail. So let's just find out. Alright. And Chad, for you, I've already powdered the mold in this Jacquard Duo Color. This is the first pour of these molds I made today. I just got them out of the sink. I blew them out to make sure they're real dry. Okay, so before the sucker kicks, I'm going to go ahead and pour down in that head and try and fill them antennas. Tap it around a little bit. Make sure any air bubbles come to the top. And that is going to be way kill. Okay, so before I top it off, let's stick our magnet across there. And then I'll just go ahead and pour by the tail. And that's overkill. That's too much. And man, there is a whole bunch left, so let's go right into the mushroom. And I need to grab a magnet for that guy. Let's see. Do I got a... I sure do. Okay. Come on, magnet. Right there. Alright, so we got our mushroom poured up. We got our Death's Head snail poured up. And we still got this left, so man, I need to pour off mold. Oh man. Let's do a Baba Yaga. That took way less than I thought. Alright, and our color cup we can ditch. We don't need this one. We'll save our B cup or our A cup. Because we can just keep one cup clean. We save a cup every time we pour. So I've got the wolf. Let's do him. Let's mix up a gray. Let's go with gray and see what happens. Put Baba Yaga over here. These guys are already starting to firm up, I can tell. Alright, so that's trash. Look at that. Okay. Now we got our wolf. He's pretty clean mold right now. So I got some black powder, but it never turns black. The only way you can really get true black resin is if you use an ink for it. Okay. I love Baba Yaga too, Michelle. I remember reading some of the stories, like in some of the girls I went to, and thought, oh man, that's so freaking cool, man. What a red chick. Flying around on her iron mortar and pestle. So I'm going to just tap a little bit in there. Terrorizing Russian peasants. Okay. Probably shouldn't do this next to an open laptop and a keyboard, but it's not mine, it's Savage's, so she'll learn. Alright. I like to go. You put your hand over the top, it makes like a little vacuum shad, so it'll evenly distribute the your mica. So it's a whole lot easier to powder your mold that way. So let's get another B cup. So this is our A. Go right in. Alright. So we get a pretty clean pour out of that one. This is our B. And I'm going to go right to the little line on these. Okay. And again, I don't know if this is enough or not, since this is the first time I've poured into these molds. I got this black, which will actually turn out to be a charcoal gray. Okay. So we'll put him here. And I love getting these. Chad, if you're going to do resin pouring, these 100 grams, 100 grams, I think, yeah, 100 grams, it is Decor Room are $10 on Amazon, sometimes $10.90 or so. but you get 100 grams. I love buying these ones because they got like 10 different colors. So you can load up on them every couple of times you put an order into Amazon. You can grab one, you know, because they're only like $10. And then you got a ton of powder to play with. So we'll put some in there in our clear cup. See, here we go yapping. I almost put the color in the wrong cup. All right, let that mix up. And then I'm going to grab a magnet for the back of him. I don't know if he's going to take a big magnet, a small magnet, or what. So maybe I'll go ahead and try a big magnet. So even though it's black mica, you guys can see, it's really like a dark charcoal gray color. So it's still cool, though. I do like it. All right. Go find a magnet for this guy. Try the big magnet. Get a couple of nails. And then I need a pour-off mold. Okay, if I got too much, I'm going to go with Robot Ron here. So, again, I'm going to take one of these big magnets because I don't know how much this wool's going to take. So I'm going to go ahead and pour that in there. All right, let's mix our color. And here we go. Well, it's going to kick fast, too. It ain't going to be long for this thing to want to heat up and start to harden on me. All right, we're good. Okay, I think we're full. Boom, our wolf is done. I'm going to pour the rest in a Robot Ron. Well, that actually worked out pretty good. Now I just got to get a magnet for him. This other little bit I'll pour in this little demon mold just for the hell of it. So we're not wasting. And let's get a magnet for Robot Ron. Probably help if I bring all my shit over there. Okay. So line up our magnet. And just set it across the back. All right, let him sit. I'll go back to comments. Been a road week, Chad? Threw all your weirdness to my mother. I don't know where the hell mine comes from. Whatever junkyard I was born in. Decor room, that's it, Chad. Yep. There are $10 on Amazon, 100 grams. It's a great pigment in them, 100 grams, $10. Sometimes they're $10.50, $10.60. They're $9. But they're called Decor Room, and man, you get $100. So I like getting all them big colors first before I go back and get the smaller ones, like with the duo colors, whatever. Because these little guys are like $8 at Hobby Lobby, $7. Except for sometimes you can grab these on Amazon too. So get a couple of magnets there. All right, so ooh, what are we doing there? What the hell poured off this friggin' snail? Oh, I don't know. So that's already set up. Give it a couple more minutes and we'll pop this sucker out and take a look at it, man. I'll go get my pliers. I just like to spin the nails off. I'll show you guys that. Now I can see if these molds really work out. And then if I got to trim anything, I get a pair of these, because sometimes molds, you know, your first pull, you don't know how great the details are going to be. You might have air bubbles, you might have excess flash down in there. So I got these fish tank scissors. I guess you trim seaweed and stuff with them. They come in a 4-piece set from Amazon. And these are great for digging down those molds and snipping off little pieces of flash or little bad areas inside the mold or whatever if you get an air bubble. So I like using those. Please give me a thumbs up, guys. Well, that'd be awesome. I have to order silicone and resin this week. Chad, I got to get a hold of Lloyd, man. I'm going to try his Platsil 7111. I got to mold them ram's horns. I need some rigid foam because I'm going to do the Devil's Food Cupcakes in rigid foam. That way I can paint them. So these guys will have a rigid foam topper and then a rigid foam bottom. Although I could actually do like I do my candy apples and pour a little resin in there and move it around. So maybe we'll do one of those too, just for the hell of it to test it, because I don't have any foam yet. So we can play with everything. It don't matter to me. Yeah, I got to get a hold of Biddy bad, man. I want to talk to them and see what I'm going to use for those ram's horns. So that's still a little soft. Okay. Let's see. Is the mushroom good? Okay. So there's our mushroom. I just take the nails, give them a little twist. And then we'll let that sit for a little bit and harden. Because once you pour resin like this, it's actually still soft in the mold. So I'm hoping that with doing a one-piece block mold for the snail, that I get his eye stalks out as well. So this is kind of a crapshoot on this one. I should have probably made that a two-piece mold, but I'm freaking lazy. I want to do it in one piece and have one big block mold pouring and have fun. So let me see if I can at least get my nails off this guy. Again, just a little twist. And usually I pour those right into like a little molding bowl that I have that I get from the thrift shop. I buy all kinds of thrift shop molding dishes. And I'll put about this much lacquer thinner in there. I'll dump my nails in there, and it eats all the resin off these so they're nice and clean again. Okay, nail and nail. So now that's what we look like. And then once this thing's fully cured in a day, this thing will harden up and be, rock hard. And then I'll take it and I'll run a block of 80 grit across the back to make it nice and flat. So we got our mushroom, we got our snail if it comes out, got to pour it over Baba Yaga. So you can see my robot Ron. Ooh, he's pretty hot. Woo! And he's burning my finger. So we can pull the nails off these guys. And I think we're going to go ahead and try and do a cupcake just for the hell of it. Figure, why not? Try and break in those molds and see if there's any obvious issues up front. And then we got our wolf. The big magnet on the back of him. Just crank those little guys off. All right. So we got our wolf. Let him sit for a couple of minutes. And we've got this demon face. So this demon is actually... Where'd he go? This guy. I'm sure I put pictures of him on cobwebs. So it's a little weird demon skull with a candle on his head. And I dumped some of that gray in there. So why don't we try and go like, say, let's try gold. See what gold looks like. We need our B cup. So I'm going to do a little bit. Okay. All right. And again, if you guys are doing resins, man, I always like to wear gloves. I always forget I touch my face or I touch my hair and I got to shave it out. And then our B cup. So that's our A. There's our B. All right. So let's go gangster gold on this one. And we'll see what this demon skull looks like with the candle in it. Woo. Yeah, just a little bit, man. I'll tell you, Chad, I love these colors, man. I was so shocked that Amazon had some of these on sale. Literally $4 a piece when you go into Hobby Lobby. Hell, I can show you right now. This guy right here for this little, let's see, how many grams is he? 21 grams. This little guy was $6.99. So on Amazon, they had that 8-pack for $32. That was such a freaking steal, man. Because you get 8 of these guys, which is about $4 a piece. So that gives you a ton of mica powder to play with. And for this demon skull, as long as it pops out, I'll probably go back and I'll do like a black light resin or something, so it gives the candle like on its head an effect of some kind. So I love me some black light and some glow powder, so I'll probably do glow powders on the demon skull as long as this first one comes out. So I love to experiment. That's right, Kat. I didn't see anybody. I didn't see Alan post that he was coming on tonight, so I'm like, screw it, I'm going to jump on. I've been making molds all day. I figure I would try them out and see if they work, do my first pours and see what I get, how bad off they are, if I got to trim them or whatever. And just do a little bit of resin casting since it's such a warm day. Like here in Indiana, we finally broke into the 80s. So I'm going to try and take advantage of it while I can. So we got this much in. Okay, let's get our little nails set up. We're good to go. And we're going to pour into the demon skull. I like to do a little over pour because I know I can always shave it later. Man, that is a lot left. We'll pour some in Baba Yaga. Fill her out. I'll just take a little magnet and stick her on the back. And I'm going to grab this cupcake base. And I'm going to pour the rest in there. Ooh, I got a little piece of dirt in there. Ooh, you son of a bitch. Okay. So, I'm going to try and rotocast this little cupcake base and see if I can't make a hard shell that I can put foam into. And this should go pretty fast, only a few minutes. It'll also make it bottom heavy, so if this thing's sitting on a shelf, it'd be harder to knock over. But at least this way I can get a resin pull out of this and clean the mold out of the time. And once this stuff kicks and warms up, it should start going slower. And it will set it aside. And I want to demold these guys and see what we got. See how these new molds out. Come on now. Don't kick on me while I'm reading comments. Anybody else pixelating and super... My phone cat. I don't know if it's my lighting or what the hell. Let's see. Seems like the light's like doing stuff pulsing or something. I don't know if it's trying to add its own light or add its own flash or whatever. I don't know. I'm still working this whole live stream thing out. I'm about as far from my router as I can be. See, we're still pretty liquidy. This is the same way I make my my candy apples. I just kind of rotocast this stuff because it dries. It starts to cure in just a couple of minutes. So I can turn it by hand versus, you know, getting a piece of silicone over the top and shaking it around. That I can kind of control the thickness too. And see, I'll show you guys it's already starting to harden up. Woo. So I just keep on turning it. And try and make as thick a skin as I can. But I can foam fill it later, so it's not a big deal. Alright, so we'll let that sit. Leave this guy, call him done for now. Put him on a level surface. And let's see if we can start demolding. Who do we do first? The snail? That one's going to be a pain in the ass. Let's do the mushroom first. Let's see. My lighting is super white. Well, I turned another light on. I don't know if my phone's trying to compensate for it. I'm not sure. Picture is pixelating. I am far from my router, so I'm sure that's probably part of it. When I walk away, it's a clear picture. Okay, April. Nice white skin. I am Irish, big time Irish, so it's probably my pasty white complexion. Great color tone when I walk away. Well, damn, okay. All right, let's pop this mushroom out. Maybe I should, like, put the camera... If I didn't have it hanging on a pocket screwdriver, I'd go mess with it. So again, we're just peeling out our mushroom, popping him out. All right, he came out of the mold clean, so that's good. Got a clean mold, that's always a positive. He's nice and warm. I'll bring him over and show you guys. So that's my little morose mushroom. Got a couple little skulls on his head. Mold don't look too bad, so we'll let him dry up and then I can go ahead and sand him down. But that's the mushroom, so that's pretty cool. I'm happy with that. Let's see. Put him up here. See if I can mess with this phone some more. I got it hanging on a freaking screwdriver. Too late now. Alright, let's see. Ooh, I really don't want to do the snail. I want to give him some more time because you guys can see it's kind of soft when it first comes out of the mold, so you can bend thinner parts easier. So I'm going to do the wolf next, and then I'll try and pop the snail out. So we'll put him aside, but so far the mushroom turned out pretty good. I don't see any issues with it. Of course, that was the first pull. I'll know after a few. So let's go see how the wolf turns out. I just want to kind of pull them seals away from the edges, kind of bust that vacuum. And then I'm just going to pop them, push from the bottom, and pop them up. All right, so it came out clean. So that's always a positive when it grabs almost all of your mica that you pour in there. And check this guy out. That I am a lot happier with. I'm happier with the sculpt. My other one, the teeth would almost never come out, even if I slosh the resin down to try and get a nice, nice thick pull off them so the air bubble popped. Hell, I think I have one I can show you guys. Where's my wolf at? Old wolf. Do I have one up here? I sure do. Okay. Yeah, so you guys can see in my old wolf, the teeth almost never form. So the new wolf looks great. The old wolf, I always had a problem getting them fangs. I mean, they look cool, but just trying to get resin down in there in them small little pockets, I always fought this thing. So I always wanted to do another wolf. So this guy I'm really happy with. This guy looks way cool. Now I can go ahead and sand him down, clean up the back later on, and hell, stick him on the wall, or I can throw some paint, do a black wash on him. I think he'll look pretty cool. So the wolf I'm really happy with. That's awesome. Let's see. Let's pop out, what do we do? Pink first? Let's see what Baba Yaga looks like. What's up, Chris? Question, do you pull the resin so soon? My instructions say that set for hours. Cat, every resin's different. This is smooth on. This stuff sets in about 10 minutes. Like today, sometimes it's 7 or 8 minutes. It does get super hot, like the molds will warm up. I do use 20T. This silicone is good for 425 or 450 degrees, so you could actually pour molten pewter in these. Now you're going to lose some life on your mold from doing metals in them, but so far, of all the silicones I tried, I love this one the best. I love this resin the best because this is a clear resin, so you can mix micas in it, or you can just do a clear object. But for the silicones, yeah, I have a shore hardness of 20, so it's enough where it's that I can just pop out my mold, pop out my guys, and I can grab Baba Yaga out. She's got that long nose, so I gotta be careful, and then pull her right out so I get her whole hook nose. I've never done a pink Baba Yaga yet, but she looks pretty cool. But yeah, this silicone, this is by far and away my favorite silicone of like the 4 I've tried so far. Let's see. This is 30. This is, let's see. This is 20T smooth on right here. This is 30. So this is definitely a harder, tougher silicone than this. So for a flat back mold, it's fine, but for a 2-piece, it's probably going to be hard. But I did my little Egbert bunny in this one, and so far it's good. I mean, it squishes and it's a nice sturdy mold. But so far, I love this the best for doing my monster magnets. So let's see. Okay, the mushroom. Let's pop out Robot Ron, and then we're gonna jump on that friggin' snail. And again, this guy didn't powder the mold, so he'll be kind of shiny. So he'll be harder to take paint if I don't scuff him first. But I usually just go right to rust. So that's our gray. So you can see how I powder this mold. You can see how he's sort of a satiny color. Now Robot Ron is sort of a glossy color, and that's just from powdering the mold. But I love these little robots. These are so freaking cool, man. But yeah, powdering the mold makes all the difference. So this one with the powdered mold takes paint way easier because you have like a nice dusting in your mold. So you have some grit there, some tact. The shiny ones, your paint will slide around on these. So that's actually a good tactic for how you want to paint. If you want the paint to slide around and get down on the cracks and in the teeth, you can shove them in there with a nice wash. They'll run down there and dry that way. It just depends on what you're looking for to paint. So that's kind of a pourer's preference, basically. All right, let's bust this snail out, see how he looks. Thank you, Chad. I was a lot happier with the wolf this time than my first one. I mean, I like this one. It's just my mold will not fill my teeth out, so it just annoys the shit out of me. Yeah, Kat, the resin's like, I do have a 24-hour resin that's diamond clear, so it just depends on your resin. Like if you're doing bar top resins, you cannot pour more than 6 ounces at a time. You're limited to what you pour. You cannot have more than 6 ounces because it'll take, it won't cure right. It'll be gummy when you pull it out. So you just got to kind of read the directions on the resin you use. The thinner your resin is, The faster it cures, obviously, because you don't have all the chemicals going through it. And something thick like this, your resin actually cures from the center out. So like the nose would cure last since it's one of the towards the outside edge. So resins are kind of funny like that. But it just depends on what resin you're using. If it's a 24-hour resin, Smooth On has a bunch of different resins, like some that cure like in an hour, some that have a 4-hour cure. It just kind of depends. Every resin's a little bit different. I like using the Smooth On for me. They're user friendly. I get all my stuff from Reynolds out of Chicago, so I've had the best success I think with the Smooth On resins. Let's see. Resins have different cure times. What's up, Monster Madness? I can't wait for Halloween. Man, we're more than halfway there, Monster Madness. I'm gonna buy molds at the dollar store and pour melted crayons into it. That's a new one. I love messing around with stuff like that, man. Just trying different things. Cat normally just plays with clays, just starting with resins. Bought a couple different ones to play with. Cat, I'll tell you this, like the Aluminolite stuff that they sell at Hobby Lobby, that shit's garbage. I don't care what anybody says. That shit's junk. It always has air bubbles in it. It turns yellowy. It has weird, funky dry times. Again, with this silicone, I made these today. I'm pouring in them. I washed them, which I probably didn't have to. I'm just a control freak like that because it's the first pour of these resins. I took them in the house, washed them, warm soap and water. That's how you clean these molds. Warm soap and water, you store them flat, you're done. Put them in a toolbox drawer or whatever, put them in stacks. Like I said, it's so user friendly. It's such a great product. I don't have a degassing pot or anything, so I mean, it's user friendly stuff. Yeah, they're a little bit pricey, but you know, if you want the fun toys, you gotta pay a little extra. So I'm okay with that. So let's dig this snail out of here. This was a bitch getting him out the first time. When I got my sculpture out of here, trying to push my fingers, get that head out. Ooh, this guy's got a big ass. Okay. All right, we're almost there. I'm working on it. I just don't want to lose them antennas, so I'm trying to push. But you can see, this is still a flexible silicone, which is why I like to use it. Well, this is a harder silicone. So I probably should have used even thinner one for this, like the Umu that I did my zombie fingers and wolf fingers in, but I'm not a big fan of that silicone either. I did my troll and that didn't work out so good. All right, we almost got us a snail here. Come on, antennas. Come on, antennas. Ah, god damn it. I lost an eyeball in there and I gotta dig it out. So freaking close, man. I should have left him in there a little bit longer. All right, let me show you guys. But he does look pretty gangster, missing an eyeball. And I could probably fill that in with resin, or I'll pop the eyeball out and I'll try and glue it. It's a little death head snail. And he's got a magnet in him so you can stick him on the wall or stick him on the fridge or something. So I'll repair this little guy and play with him. And then I'll know next time, give him a little more time in the mold. Yeah, he's going to definitely need a flat bottom for sure. Damn, I can't believe I lost a freaking eyeball. He's missing one little stalk. Come on, camera. Zoom in. This little guy right here. Okay, but not bad for the first pull. I mean, we got a cool wolf. The wolf pulled cool. The mushroom pulled out great. So Robot Ron, he's been a good mold. Bobby Yaga's been a good mold so far. Not a lot of issues. But the snail. Okay, I got to dig that eyeball out. I wonder if I could fish it out with. You know what? There's not an eyeball in there. The mica powder, when I powdered this mold, the mica powder filled up the eyeball pocket and the resin cured fast enough to where it didn't absorb all the mica powder down in there. So it's kind of hard to tell, but there was a little red splash down in there. And so I never really formed an eyeball, so I'll just have to fabricate this guy an eyeball. So we're going to go again just to see. I'm going to blow this out and see if I can't clean this pocket out. Come on, you bastard. Ugh. Okay, so hopefully that worked out good. So I know, just be careful when I powder these and do more work in paint. So let's pop out our demon on the skull and see what we get out of this one. Oh, look at that. These came right off. Okay, cool. It's nice and stiff. This is our leftover gray. Now, a lot of times, like when I have leftover flashing like this, I'll save it because you can pour this in a mold and it'll be absorbed right into another magnet. So that way you're not wasting any of this little like flashing that pops off from the other different colors. So we're gonna pop our demon out. I'm gonna peel everything away from him. Just work our way around to bust that vacuum seal. This guy was a bitch with the horn sticking out so far. I kind of took a chance on him. So I'm not quite sure how he's going to turn out. Wow, he actually got every bit of the horn. I'll be damned. Okay, so Mr. Demon Skull turned out pretty cool. So his whole candle came out. One horn I made short. I made it look like it was kind of broken off or whatever. The other horn, I got the full horn out of there, so I wasn't expecting that. That's pretty shocking. And there's a little demon skull. Whoop. So yet another monster magnet to add to the family. And I'll probably do a little bit of paint on him or something, but he looks great, man. He looks nice and decayed, so that's pretty cool. I'm happy about that. Alright, so we got us a demon skull. Put him on the board. Now I want to go back after that snail again. I want to do another mushroom. Okay, here's our junk cup. I need some magnets. Got enough back here. Where's my stack of magnets? Here on the locker. Alright, let me grab some magnets. Alright. Alright. Got us some magnets. Whoop. And I need big magnets for the zombie snail, or the little death's head snail. So we got some extras of the big magnets. And I just get these guys off Amazon, a whole box. I think this is 1 1/8 inch across. So I like to use this on the bigger magnets. And I think they're both the same price for the boxes. There. Okay, so set us up some nails. Boom, boom. That'll be for our snail. Stagger them. This little trick works great. And then we're going to need one for the mushroom. Okay, so probably get away with 3 for the mushroom. So let's see. Here is our A cup. I think I want to do like maybe... Oh, shit. I think maybe that green color. That'd be nice. Alright. Thank God I brought some towels with. Just let that sit there. Soak in. And B cut. And we're going to this top line. And I like using these little graduated cups, man, because you get your measurements right every time and you can just pitch them when you're done. Okay. So, let's see. I'm going to use this apple green color. And I think it's actually called apple green. You get that set with Amazon if you buy the 8-pack. So, that is a crazy color. Put that in our transparent one. Do a little more since we're going to do 2 magnets. Then I will cover that up. Alright, smith that up good. And then I'm going to try and powder these molds, man, just for the hell of it. So we got our apple green color. That looks great in my zombie mold. I like pouring this color in there and doing a little darker dusting first. Okay, so before I mix these together, check on comments. Just drip blood from the eye socket. What silicone do you use for your mold? Dan, I use guys that I made today, which is my favorite silicone, is Smooth On Mold 20T. And these other ones, I have a couple of molds that I've used just for trying out different silicones. This guy is Smooth On 30. Let's see, I normally just play with resin, different clays. What silicone do you use? Just got Dan. You get what you pay for. That's true, Chris. I don't mind paying a little extra to pop out stuff that I know is going to work and be good. Some of that stuff that you get at Hobby Lobby, man, it's freaking junk. What's up, Ninja? Yeah, if he's a zombie still missing an eye, he's no problem. He does look pretty gangster missing an eye. But I can always put a drop of resin on there and UV cure it real fast and make a little eyeball for him. What's up, Pope? Just don't mica the antenna eye spot. Yeah, I know, because that little mica, that's the other thing that I like about using the micas. So let's say if I took my robot here and I put some orange mica in there like rust, and I put a lot of mica in there, it would give me pits in the surface because the resin cures fast enough where it doesn't have time to absorb everything I dusted in there. So it actually can make pits in your finished product, which is great because that's what you want if you're doing like a little gnarly, rusty robot. So some of the stuff you can actually use towards your advantage by powdering molds. So let's see, we're doing an apple green. Let's do gold for the snail, just for the hell of it. And I'll try and stay away from them eye stalks. Just a little tabby. And I'll go back here on the shell area. Now sometimes I like to do versus tapping and getting it all airborne, I'll take a little brush. I usually have a couple of brushes set up here. Where are they at? Okay. So if I don't want to be slapping mica around and making a little dust cloud of glitter, I've got these little acid brushes, and I got a couple different colors that I use. So I have one that's like a brown, one that's a darker color. So since I got a red, I'll just grab the red, and I'll just take this little acid brush, and I'll just brush the mica around that way so I can kind of control it better and push it where I want it. That way I'm not getting too heavy and filling up them eyeballs where I'm going to have no eyeballs on the finished snail. On the shell, I don't mind because I think the shell would be kind of cool if it had little pits and holes in it. And I'm just going to slap it together to make a vacuum, and then that kind of distributes. Damn fly. Like a little Ethiopian kid. That kind of distributes all your mica powder. So we'll have us a gold snail with the apple green color underneath. And then let's see, for the mushroom. Okay, so we're ready for the snail. He's ready to pour. What can we use on the mushroom? If we do green on the underside, what can we dust that mold with? Doing gold for the snail. Green, maybe a darker green. Let me see what I got. Green. What about bronze? That'd be kind of cool. Oh, you know what? Here's an even better one. Okay, so since we're doing apple green, I'll do mermaid. I'll dust the mold with mermaid. So this is kind of like a blue-green color. I actually found this at Hobby Lobby. It's like, check that out, man. That is such a wicked cool color. And like my dragon fingers and zombie fingers and stuff look freaking awesome in it. So I know I have a brush here. I'm just going to, actually you could just use the lid if I wanted to. So I'm just going to pick up from the lid. And then here's our little mushroom. I'm just going to dip in. Tap off in the lid. And it'll give that light hint of blue-green when we fill this guy. Let's see, a little darker. Yeah, I love experimenting like with like Chad, like I said, when you start doing your resin pours, like your skeleton fingers and stuff, man, you'll think of so many different cool combinations, you know, that you can just like start playing with stuff and figure out how to get certain colors and what combinations look good. So we'll do this guy real light. So you can see he's just got a little bit in there, just a tinge. So these will sit on all the highest parts of the mold. We'll put our little nail across the back. Okay. So by pouring just one color, like we're using the apple green, we're actually going to get 3 different colors on the mushroom because he'll be a blue-green tint, and then he's got this apple green. And then our snail will be green and gold. So, I mean, you can play with colors. The combinations are freaking nuts, man. I mean, you can do anything. And I think if I got anything left over, I'm going to try and rotocast one of these little guys just to see for the hell of it. Okay, so we're going to pour A into B. said, this stuff is going to go fast. So here's our A cup. We'll keep that. I like to scrape the bottom, get everything off the color off the sides, make sure it's all mixed up real good. Because like today, man, this stuff will kick fast. It'll start warming up in your hand. And once you feel it warm in your hand, then you know it's time to go. Get it in the mold because it's going to start curing on you. So we'll do ahead do our snail first. Okay, I got that head. Want to move that around just a little bit to make sure the resin gets down to the little eyeball pop. And then I'll top them off. All right, then we'll do our mushroom. And we got plenty left. Man, I should have dusted that mold first. Do I got Baba Yaga up here? Can I do a green Baba Yaga? Where's she at? Wolf, robot. What the hell did I do with Baba Yaga? I know. We'll do an Easter Bunny. Egbert the green Easter Bunny. It'd be a nice spring color.
Do me a favor when you get a chance, put this on.
Was it?
See if it helps.
Alright, let's get this magnet in there. Boom. Okay, so we got us an Easter Bunny, got us a mushroom, and we got us another snail, Death's Head snail, and it's already starting to cure up. So I want to try and bust out. What's that t-shirt for?
I don't know if it's interrupting.
Oh, you think my color's interrupting? Hang on, guys, I'm going to change shirts. They think my thinks my color is interrupting.
Either that or this needs to be moved back. I don't know.
I can't. My phone's hanging on a friggin' nail.
Okay.
I feel like Baby Huey.
How?
Okay. All right. I'm gonna get some of these. I want to try one of these and see if I can't get one of these toppers made. So let's get a bright color, something obnoxious. What do you have for me? Ah, here we go. Purple. And I got freaking micas. Again, Chad, this is another one of those decor rooms. $10 for this big old tub of purple. And man, I am pixelated as all get out. What the hell is up with that? And I'm blown out. This makes it look worse. Alright. Pope, I'm using Super Sculpey to make my originals. So all my originals are in Super Sculpey, and then I mold on top of them with the 20T silicone. Wish he'd go back once he is done and do something to clear it up. Man, I wish, Michelle, I think I'm just so goddamn far from my router. Let me see if I can pull you guys back without dropping my phone. Let's see if maybe that's a little better, I hope. Looks perfect for a brief second. Probably when I'm right on top of the damn camera, I bet. What's up, Trevor? Let me see if I can open the door a little more. Maybe that'll help. Alright, we'll try that. Maybe it'll clear up by itself. Maybe I'm too close to the screen. I don't know. But I'm going to take this purple, and I am going to... rigid foam is going to go in here. But I think I can actually powder my mold with rigid foam and still get the same effect to make it look like actual frost. I don't want these to be shiny, like, just not a shiny. They're supposed to be like icing and cupcakes, so I don't want them if I do straight resin. So, I'm just going to brush that silicone. That's not bad. So I'm going to cap this guy, put him over here. And so we're purple on the inside, and I will put purple mic in. Okay. Alright. Just for the hell of it. Okay, so our purple, well, it's green. Green is done. We need some purple mica. We got our A cup. I'll do a little bit again, just because this is going to be experiment. I don't know if it's going to work or what's going to happen, but I don't know if the mold holds up. So, okay, and a fresh B cup. It's 325 transparent resin. Okay. I should probably face these to you guys so you can see what I'm using. Okay, let's get our purple. By the time we're getting done rotocasting this one, we can demold the other ones. I'll go a little more just for the hell of it. Okay. Let's see. A little more. That's 100 grams. Okay. Yeah, I love these, Chad, man. These guys, I would try and get every color for $10. That way you get a big bulk supply of 100 milligrams of mica. And even with the micas, you can still go ahead and pour ink on top of these. So you could have it not only translucent and tint your base, but you could also have the metallic in it and change like the sheen or the side tones. That's why I just love playing with resins, man. There's like so much crap you can do with them. Right was so clear. Okay, lights threw me on the phone, so I don't think you can hear it. Clear it up later. Nope, I'm shooting straight from my phone. I'm still in gray. What the? Well, this stream on my computer is way behind. Let me see if I can catch it up. Okay, we'll see what happens. Looks better so far. Okay, that's great. What's up, Brother Glenn? Just breaking in some new modes today, Brother Glenn. I got all my little sculpts that I had made in the past. I got them kind of poured up in silicone, so I figure I'm going to take a shot tonight and just break them in and see what we get, just for the hell of it. So right now I'm going to try and make one of my cupcakes. We already got it all poured out purple. So we're going to rotocast this guy. And oh, that's way too much freaking resin. I should probably make a second resin copy out of something. But we'll see. Boom. Okay. Pour this, you know what? I probably have enough to make a Baba Yaga. Purple Baba Yaga. Let's get a magnet and Baba. I can make Baba Yagas all day long, man. If you go on Etsy and look, I found that cool little Baba Yaga statue. It came from Russia. Man, it's so cool. It's insane. It was $14 and $10 from the middle of Ukraine, Russia, wherever it was. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and pour right into the cupcake mold. That is a lot. Wow, that's a lot of resin for even a little bit that I made. Okay, I should probably do 2 of them, see how they turn out. I think I'm going to do 2 of them. That's probably not going to be good. And I never rotocasted 2 at a time. Woo! Quick hands, quick hands. I'll do 1. Because these are supposed to have rigid foam inside there. Now, if this actually works, I could just do it like my candy apples and do rigid foam and pour it in right after the resin. But my original plan was to go ahead and paint these after I filled them with rigid foam out to my molds. They would look just like one of my blank Nightmare Maker skulls. Now this guy is going to be shiny because I didn't powder the mold. But I want to see if this mold works, what the details look like. It doesn't need any trimming. How does it pour up? So at least it's a test pour. So far, not too bad. Yeah, I like doing just a test pour just to see what I get out of these after I first make my mold for the hell of it. So this guy is going to be starting to thicken up on me. There we go. Then once your molds are all grimy and got 20 different colors in them, you throw them in the sink. You can wash them out with soap and water. Warm soap and water. It's the best way to take care of your silicone mold. As you can see, this stuff's getting lower and slower and slower. We'll set him down. He'll run towards the middle. Oh, this side, I want to try and thicken up this side. You can see it's taking a slow roll like a little wave. I waited too long. That's how fast that resin cures. So he's already doing like a little tidal wave in time where he's freezing up. So I'll just let him be like that. And then we'll let these guys sit. And let's demold. Let's see what our other snail and mushroom looks like. So we'll go ahead and pop the mushroom out. Okay. Not bad. You can still see he's warm. So again, we're just going to pull apart our sides and pry a little bit. Boom. And I'm going to push up from the underside and pop him out. All right, I'll come around and I'll show you guys. So he looks pretty cool, man. You can see that little hint of blue-green in him. And you can always put a wash on him. Like, how cool is this little guy? I mean, you could put brown in there. You could do gold. You can still paint him. So, I mean, the little mushroom guys turned out pretty damn good. I mean, that mold, I don't see any issues with it so far. Sometimes I got to trim around the eyes a little bit. You know, there's a little bit of flashing or whatever in there. But so far, this guy's holding up great. Now, let's see if I you know what, let's do the bunny. Because I want to let the snail sit for a while. So hopefully get his eye stalks out of there. And then we'll pop these cupcakes out and see how those turned out. Because I want to do those in good foam. And we did pour the base. Where was the base of that cupcake? I know it's on this damn table somewhere. Oh, right here. Okay. So here was the gold we had. Just pry away them sides. Okay. So you can see we've got a little skin. So the mold actually looks pretty decent. So once this hardens up, I could actually foam fill this or paint it, whatever. But this will be the base of our cupcake. And both in original, I can glue them together. Paint both halves separately, then glue them together, and I'll have a whole cupcake. But the gold is not too bad. All the little pieces turned out pretty good, so you can feel all the little ridges. So have a nice little cupcake bottom, so that's cool. All right, let's bust out our rabbit. Let's see what you guys are saying. So first, better, Glenn. Can the mica powders? Oh, Chad can take mica powders, any ones, and throw them right in the mold. What you cannot do is put inks. You never want to pour ink in your silicone mold because it will stain it. My Nosferatu, I tried putting red ink in the eyes and pouring white resin. Okay, and we're back. But yeah, you can pour micas right in. You can pour resin, or you can pour inks in with your mica powder and your color. You just can't pour straight inks into your mold, but you can pour resins right in. Too much dusting? Yeah, if you do too much dusting, Chad, you'll get pits. Now, if you're doing rust and you want to use orange, that's a great way to make little pits and stuff, or like a really decayed, like a gargoyle, or you're doing something that's like a stone texture. Extra mica powder will give you pits if you're using fast-drying resin, because it won't have time to get down there and soak in all that pigments and leave a nice smooth surface. So I like doing that on purpose to make like extra crusty figures, you know. What type of resin are you using the molds? Pope, I am using Smooth On 3. It is a transparent resin, 10 minutes. You'll feel it get hot, and you can demold in like 10, 15 minutes, depending on how long you want to go. I like this resin. They also make a 300, which is white, that has the same amount of cure time. And if you pour any of these micas into the white curable phone, so if I were to pour the this dark purple into the white curing resin, I would get a lilac color. I would get like a pastel purple color. So that's really cool too if you want to use white resins. You get a pastel version in the white curing, and these you get the actual color you put. I hope that answers your question. Latex, not sure how that would work. You know, Chet, they make some kind of pigments I saw on Biddy that people were dusting weapons. So they were like pre-painting their molds. I saw them use like a skinning number 10, and they brushed the mold, the silicone mold, with some kind of pigment. I don't know if it was, it looked like a mica to me. And then they colored the actual foam. They poured it in, they pulled it out. It was a rusty wrench. It was pretty cool, but I don't know exactly what they used. So I'm sure there's a trick to it somewhere, because I want to do some weapons too. I don't want to do baseball bats and stupid crap, but I want to make like a cleaver and make a couple other things. So I'm going to try and find out a nice foam that you can beat against the wall that you can still paint, so that you pay for a weapon, and you can, a bunch of years, if it gets banged up, you can repaint it. But a foam that works, that bounces off the wall, so if you accidentally do bust somebody with it, it's not going to hurt. It's going to be soft like a sanding block. So I'll show you this silicone. This is my 30 silicone I tried. It was a little test kit off Amazon. So it's a blue color, how it cures. So like I said, this is a stiffer silicone than this. But it's same properties, same heat properties and everything. So this is Egbert the Easter Bunny. Let's crack him. Alright. And we'll push out his face. Come on, you little bastard. Get out of your home. Alright. Okay. So, we've got our green Egbert. 25, when it comes out, it's still warm. You can push his ears down. So if you put it somewhere flat, he'll dry flat. Your ears will be fine. But if you want to try and put something into position or move it around for something to make it fit something, you can still bend. If you go too far, you'll break it. You put a crack in there. But that's another reason I like this mica. So that if you have a tricky mold, it'll kind of pull itself out, and you can kind of maneuver it a little bit like that snail. So, got us another Egbert. He turned out really good. The teeth all came out and everything. So, for me first time using this silicone, it's okay for like a flat back mold. But I really just love my 20 teeth. I'm just in love with this silicone. So, now we got us another Egbert to clean up and paint. And let's see if we can get that damn snail out of here. Alright. Got more flash. Again, we'll crack these guys. Push them aside. Got a little button right here. Boom. Alright. Here we go. I have to thin on this one because he's got that big shell with a skull on it. So I thought it'd be easier to get out of the mold. And like you can see, his tail bends a little bit because he's nice and soft. The mold's nice and warm. Alright, let's try and push that shell out. Come on, you bastard. Alright. I think the shell's the hardest part getting out of this one. Probably help if I got rid of these damn gloves. Alright, fuck the gloves. My hands are soaking wet. Rag! It's a work shirt anyways. Alright. Okay, I got long ass fingers. Get to work that head out. Come on, snail. I want 2 eyes, 2 eyes. 2 eyes, 10 toes. Ah, god damn it. You lost an eyeball again, the same one. What the hell is going on down in that mold? I've got to have an eyeball in there. Okay. Got another one to fix. We lost that same damn eye stalk again, so I gotta do gold. But the gold looks actually pretty cool on the green. You see his little skull. So I'm gonna have to dig out in that mold. I'm gonna have an issue down there and see if that's an air pocket, if I got more crap in there, or I didn't get it all out, or maybe I do have an actual piece in there, but that's a little snail. So overall, minus his eye stalk, he's okay. So I will dig him out. Then we can open up these cupcakes and see how those turned out. I want to see how those guys go on rigid foam. Save my little brushes for mica. Okay. Still, but wasn't using the molds. Make some small guys. Most of my guys are pretty small. Might be a question where something. Yeah, I want to call Biddy too. I'm going to try and call them Monday and ask them about their silicone, the brush-on silicone, because I got to do a brush-on mold with a jacket for my ram's horns. I just asked Alan. We all know how crazy busy he is right now, and Biddy would have a price list if something is available. Biddy's awesome, man. Biddy, like Lloyd said, Lloyd Kirkpatrick, you guys. Lloyd says Biddy's great, man. You can call him up, ask him questions and stuff. He said they'll take their time with you and walk you through everything. So Biddy's got a great rep, man. I'll check with Reynolds first. They're local to me, yeah, because you probably use local. Chad, you probably use Reynolds Chicago too, I'm assuming, because that's where my resin comes from. That's right, Chad's in Illinois. You know, I love the Snail, you know. I was looking at my zombie snail, how it was so tore up for so long. Like, oh man, I thought, you know, I wonder if I can design a cool little snail. And then that Jack of the Dust guy, he does those cool little skulls with like snails, or he does like spider legs sticking out of them, or Darth Maul. So I thought, man, I wonder if I can make my own, you know. So I was playing with clay one night and figured, okay, let me see if I can make my own a little Death's Head snail and do a little bit different style than he does his, but just kind of make it my own. So let me see. Let's get rid of these cups. Got my, that's the candle. Now, where is that damn snail mold? Right there. I wonder what the hell's down that friggin' eye socket. Yeah, I think I got an eye socket. I think I got an eyeball in there or something. Let me get a long wooden skewer. When you're cleaning out your molds, you don't want to use metal unless you're trying to snip off or cut something, because you can scar the inside of these molds, and then every resin copy you make, you'll see that same issue pop up in there. But you can always remold, so I knocked it over. Let me get one of my little shish kebab sticks so that hopefully I can make a snail with both sets of eyes. So a lot of times with Etsy, since I got the Etsy store, usually if I have a fuck up, you know, or I'm missing something, if I can fix it, I'll just throw it in with an order or something like that, or I'll give it to Willow to play with, or I'll do paint schemes on it, you know. So a lot of times if I have a screw up like that, I'll just throw it extra with an Etsy order for somebody to mess with, or they can take it home and experiment with it. I'll be damned. Aha! I had half of an eyeball in there. I had half of your eyeball in there, Missy. Okay, so that's my issue. Okay, I had an eyeball in there, folks. Looks like an eyeball, top half of an eyeball behind a little air bubble. So, but I got two one-eyed snails. What's your brother gonna do? All right, let's bust out these cupcakes and see how these are gonna turn out. Man, if I had some damn lock, I don't want to use Loctite foam, so I'll ruin the can. Okay, let's see how these molds turned out. That one's gonna be a mess, but we'll at least see if these are gonna be all right. At least I'll know if they'll take rigid foam. So you can see it's real thin. That's what I like about the resin before it fully hardens. Like in 24 hours, you will not be able to bend these guys. So when I make my little crow skulls, I think I have some on Etsy. I usually take them and I'll hang them off a board, because I'll bend the beaks down a little bit because it's in a flat mold. I'll bend the beaks down and they cure like that. Within like 30, 40 minutes, they start to harden up so that you can't bend them anymore. So it's a great way to mess with the resins to get your shapes out of them so they look more three-dimensional, but you're still using just a flat back mold. So that's why I think resins are so freaking cool, man. They're just so versatile, you know. And if you after so long, like, you know, I buy it every time I put in an Amazon order, like every couple of weeks or every week or so, I'll pick up a color, and so that way I got like a whole library. The problem is now I've got so many damn colors rolling around. That's what next week's video is going to be. I take care of all these damn micas that are rolling around the damn shop. Okay, so this guy's pretty thin. I'll come show you guys the sides. Let's see if I can't pull that guy out of there. It'll be garbage, but at least I'll know if rigid foam's in a skin here. Just to clean this mold, at least get a clean pull out of it. Okay, so I got a little bit of mica powder down in there. That might be either mica powder or it might be teeth. I'll have to dig those little purple spots out, or I'll blow them out and check them. But that's basically what I'm going for with rigid foam. And then I can paint them, and then that'll be my little topper. So I'll have two different kinds of devil's food cakes with two little devil faces. And I'll glue them together. Yeah, I can see I'm missing the top of his teeth, so I may have to carve out that mold a little more, because air is getting down in there and not letting his teeth fill in. So you can see his lower teeth, the tops of his teeth are still in the mold. So I got to dig that out, figure out what that is. So that's one devil's food cake. I might as well just drop that guy back in the mold. What did I do with it? Oh, it's over here. We'll just set him in there to harden up. And then we'll try this guy just to see what it looks like. The other little devil. He's real thin. So let me see if I can grab him and peel him out of here. But if I can get a good resin casting in here, then I know that rigid foam is going to be awesome in here. That's really thin. Let's see if I can do it this way. There we go. What kind of detail I get out of this guy? Okay, so he pulled clean. That's a good sign. There's no extra mica or little pieces in there. Of course, tops of his horns did not come out. So I'm going to be careful when I pour in that time. Turns it around. But for the most part, everything else of this little guy came out pretty good. So yeah, not too shady. So I'll do brown bases on these guys. Maybe I'll do some colors, I don't know. And these will be my little devil's food cakes in rigid foam. So I'll tweak on these horns a little bit and see if I can't shave them down or cut out the mold a little more to make it more accessible for resin to get down in there. But yep, these will be my little devil's food cake cupcakes. And then, oh man, I didn't even show you guys. I did go ahead and I finished the plaque for Dracula. I just got to silicone him on. So Dracula's new shoes. I'll probably glue him on, do a little bit of tan highlight brushing, and then he's done, man. I'll glue him back to his plaque. He's got a new dungeon floor to stand on versus that crappy 70s plaque that he was standing on before. Oh, so we made us some pretty cool stuff tonight. I'm glad the molds came out great. The wolf mold looks great. The mushroom mold looks great. I'm really happy with him. I've already had like a couple of emails or requests for this guy. So at least I know he's going to be cool. He comes out okay. My cupcakes are okay. I'm going to mess with this mold, dig out these horns, and see if I got to waller them out a little bit or something so I get an easier pull out of that thing. But yeah. Oh, we got a Baba Yaga here. What the hell am I doing? Take a look at her. I really like her in the purples and the blues, man, because she's like that frozen freaking wasteland that's freaking Siberia. Alright. Come on, Baba. How? Yeah, she looks great in purple, man. Such a gnarly little face on her. I can dry brush her with some like baby blue highlights. She'll be looking awesome. Then I'll throw like a coat on her. I just love Baba Yaga, man. Alright, peoples. What are we doing? Okay. Snail. Okay, the cupcake sculpt. Several years ago, I went to a Walking Dead con in Chicago, and there was a cake baker that would sculpt zombie cupcakes out of the cake frosting for art, not consumption. I've never seen that, Chad. Never saw that. That's pretty cool, though. I was thinking of trying to do something along those lines when you came out with your cupcakes. Chad, man, you worry about that stuff so much. I don't care. If you want to make your own snail, do it. I just made my own after seeing Jack of the Dust. That's what I was kind of inspired by. You know, because your snail will not look like mine. So I have no problems, man. You know, if you want to do a mushroom, you want to do a wolf, yours are always going to be different than mine because we sculpt. So there is no snoozing on anything. You can always make a product and put it out, man. It is no issue. And if you need help or you got questions, you can always come to me, brother. I will always put you on the best road that I can so we can all get ahead and make cooler shit and have our stuff be different than everybody else's. You know, because I hate going into a store and it's like, oh, you know, I've seen 14 different people make that. Like, what was that? Who was talking about the Michael Myers mask? Like, does the world really need like 40 different Michael Myers masks? No. There's like 20 different companies that make Freddy masks or Michael Myers masks. So even though if you make it, it's going to be different. So there's no snoozing at all, Chad. None soever. Michelle, I will try and do that. Let's see. I don't know if I can type that here. Say something. Oh, shit. What did I do? Go back. Uh-oh. Something happened. I did bad. I'm bad. I can't see comments. Well, hell. Now I can't see freaking comments. Let me see if I can sign back in. Go to YouTube. That's what I get for touching. YouTube. Me. YouTube. Where's my face? Where is my face? Right there. Pow. Okay. I'm back on the screen. Oh, brother Dave. What's up, Dave? I try to be, it's funny that these magnets, they just started out as something for the trick-or-treaters when COVID came out. I was afraid that parents wouldn't let the kids come up and, not have candy. And what's a Halloween with no freaking candy, man? It's like, I'm sorry, man. I'm not playing those rules. Halloween, I don't give a shit what's going on in this world. There will always be Halloween. So I wanted to make sure that for kids who were autistic or nonverbal, or you can put the blue pumpkins out, or with COVID or allergies, that mom would say, no candy or you can't trick or treat. They're like, no, man, come on in and grab a magnet. You got something to take home and play with and paint or be inspired to build your own stuff. So these are basically just trick or treater toys, is all they were, and it's crazy how they've blown up and everybody's been kind of drawn to them. And, oh, what are you making next? Or, make one of these. Or they were basically for the trick or treaters. So now it's all turned into like a little Etsy page. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, Dave's teddies, man. It's hard for me to bring teddies home because I'm always afraid that Willow's going to want to take it in her room. So you got to put them in a garbage bag for 30 days, just bomb the hell out of them with Lysol or something. Now, if you can make let's see. Now, if you can get to make Frankenstein, the Bride and Creature. Michelle, I have Frankenstein. Where's my Frankie? Frankie, come to daddy. Come to daddy. Where's Frankenstein? Oh, I got a copper one. I only got one Frankenstein? I gotta make some Frankensteins. So I do make a Frankenstein, Michelle. That's my Frankenstein. He looks great in green and glow in the dark. The kids loved him last year. I don't do a creature from the Black Lagoon. Again, because it's sort of a pre-existing character. I sort of feel like Alan, well, everybody makes a Dracula mask, everybody makes a mummy, so I kind of did my version of different characters that weren't exactly identical to the big universal monsters. So instead of doing a vampire, I do a Nosferatu. So that's my little Nosferatu in a translucent resin. And I'm real happy with him. He was one of my early sculpts. People eat him up on the Etsy store. And then I resculpted the mummy. I really didn't. My first mummy was okay, but I wanted a little chin strap so it really looked like an Egyptian mummy. So I have a mummy, although it's not a Boris Karloff mummy. And then I don't really have a creature from the moon because I love creature too much. And a lot of people make the creature magnets. So I did more of a Innsmouth from Cthulhu, Lovecraft. So this is sort of my version of a sea creature, but more of a deep one from Innsmouth. And these guys, man, everybody on Etsy loves these damn things. Anything you put a Cthulhu on, man, they just tear up that shit on Etsy. So I kind of have my own versions, and as time goes on, maybe I'll expand and do more. Maybe I'll actually take a crack at like a legit creature from the Black Lagoon, or like a legit. It's funny that you mentioned Bride. Okay, so I think Dave has seen this. Dave, did I show you my Bride of Frankenstein sculpt? I actually have a monster magnet sculpt of Bride of Frankenstein, but I hated her, man. I didn't like her. I wasn't happy with the way she turned out, so I never molded her. I have 2 cats that I made that I hate. I just can't make a cat for the damn life of me that I did not mold. I'll put those up on cobwebs. I'll show you guys what I sculpted, because these aren't, not everything I sculpt is a winner. If I don't like something, I chuck it in a box with the rest of my originals, and I'll revisit it later. But Bright is one I really like to have because I love my Frankenstein so much. I'm probably going to try and redo Bright again since I've already made 2 cats. And I'll end up doing 2 Brights probably too. My Etsy shop is just candlesticks. Instead of it's the letter N, because you can only get like 12 letters on Etsy or something like that. So I just had to shorten it to cobwebs and the letter N candlesticks. If I touch that box again, the screen's gonna blink off. Outstanding mask you got gearing up for Halloween season this year. Man, Smoke Mist, I tell you, I like Dave, Dave's made a couple of masks. He's made the one mask and then the one little sidekick creature. I do want to do masks eventually, because I sculpt all this little small stuff. And Vic's always on my ass, like, dude, you gotta do bigger stuff. So I do want to sculpt masks, so I've grabbed a couple just to kind of study and look at, have them in my hands and see what kind of straps they use, how they paint, how they hair. So I've got some pumpkin pulp masks coming. We're doing an unboxing of those. I got some Beastcraft masks coming. I've been watching them damn Transworld videos like a crackhead, man. I cannot stay off of them damn Transworld videos. I bought a big order from Midnight Studios Effects. I thought hands down they had the best damn booth there. They had so much crap. When I talked to the lady, I think her name was Sarah, but I could be wrong. She said they didn't even bring everything they had. They off the stuff because with the pandemic, they didn't know, what was going to happen, was there going to be sales, were there not. So, but I got a big order coming. I won't see that till probably close to Halloween. Make the bear with the game with the bigger figure. Oh, he's going to do a bigger bear figure. That'd be cool. Okay. Okay, I think I'm caught up. All right, guys. Oh, I also been working on, let's see. I got to do Dracula tomorrow, put him on his base. Showed you guys that. I'll clean all these magnets up probably Monday and throw some paint on them, whatever, start messing with those. Clean this damn shop up because it's a mess. But I have been working on that APOC mask that I started with on the live stream. I think a couple live streams ago. So I've been working on the APOC mask, and I'm pretty happy with that. I got some EVA foam little things over the little bottles and stuff. Today I went ahead and I slapped on the 73XB. Just because I wanted to look like some kind of old, maybe it was like some old military outfit in the wasteland. So this is my Dust Devil mask that I made out of that Reaper mask I got from Fortnite. So I put 73XB on because that was the year Mad Max's car was in 1970. That way it looks like some ex-military unit that was, I don't know, maybe out in the wasteland somewhere or whatever. So, so far I'm pretty happy with them. I'm just going to keep on tweaking them and throwing crap at them, Just keep adding to them and making them dusty and grimy and filthy, like he's just out of the wasteland somewhere. So I worked on him a bunch too, just a little bit here and there. If I find something cool, I'll glue it on or I'll see. These guys are just little LED holders, 5mm, and I got some 10mm LED holders up here to help vent the head, so let some air escape and help you breathe. So I'm still working on this guy. I'll put him with my arm candy, and I want to make a chest piece for this guy, and I want to do a backpack for him too. I'll get there eventually. So I got to put some stuff on the Etsy shop. I've been kind of slacking. I haven't loaded up a bunch of stuff. I got the little bottles, little snuff or pill bottles. I want to throw some of those on there. I'm kind of thinking about throwing some of my suckers on there, the skull lollipops. But man, shipping for those are $8. So I would have to list them for like $40. I'd like to retail them for $25. But to add shipping, they would be $8. So I could get my shipping money back out of them through Etsy, since Etsy keeps all your shipping stuff. So I don't know. The magnets are small. If I ship one magnet is $4.20. If I ship 2 or 3 magnets, it's like $5. So if I sell one magnet for $12, I make $7.80, $7.70 off of a magnet. So, at least they're out there for people. Am I going to be rich off of magnets? No. But at least it's something I can put in people's hands that reminds them of me, something that I made, something that was made by hand, that didn't come from China on a boat, that wasn't mass produced, and there's 6 million of them out there. So they're a little bit exclusive. It's basically just get to own a little piece of me and stuff that I built on the show, which I think is cool. That's another reason I kind of like to do it. And plus for the trick-or-treaters, they can have something to go home with and something to put in the room that glows in the dark or black light, something they can play with. And instead of just hammering down a bunch of candy and, okay, Halloween's over, they can think, hey, man, next year I want to go back to that guy's house because I got a cool hole in the room or whatever, That was just kind of my plan with the minutes, and it just kind of blew up into this. And then, like last year at the end of the year, I did like 15 or 16 sculpts. I just went crazy, just jumped off the deep end and made a whole bunch of crap. So who knows, maybe I'll do it again this year, or maybe I'll move on to bigger stuff. So I'm not real sure yet. Oh no, she's too savage for that.
To what?
Teaching you how to run Etsy and put all that crap on Etsy.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, nothing would make it out the door. Everything would get lost in the mail and misspelled on envelopes, and nobody would get their stuff. Damn bug. So they set up 3 for $20 and charge $3.50 for shipping. They think it's a deal. I don't know. You know, it's sort of like a job up front. It's not maybe like one order every week or half. So it's not that bad. I just run over to the post office, get it in the mail as soon as I can, because I hate being that guy, you know, where it's like, I don't have to call somebody like, hey man, you know, where's that order I got from you? You know, it's like, oh man. You know, as soon as I get an order, I try to box it up that day, and if it's too late for the post office, I try and get it out the next day and get it in the mail for somebody so they're not waiting, and then I don't forget about it, so I got my shop to go to during the day, so when I'm running around all crazy, if I get Etsy order when I get home, I try and immediately pack it up, throw in a bunch of extras, and get it out the door, man, because I don't want to disappoint anybody, you know. I don't want to be that guy where like, oh yeah, I ordered from Cobwebs and like 4 weeks later my magnet showed up. I don't ever want to be that guy, you know. So with Etsy, it's not crazy. It's, you know, it's a decent pace. So it's not crazy. It's, you know, it's a decent pace. So now I'm kind of slacking on it. I don't really upload my store. I don't add a bunch of magnets up there. But I've got some newer stuff, and like the suckers I don't think I'm going to put on Etsy. So I don't know, it's kind of up and down. I'm trying to figure out other stuff I can make, like the cupcakes. I could probably put on Etsy, and they wouldn't be too bad on shipping. Where I could charge free shipping on there, you know. Transworld Heaven, I Wish Smoke Mist. You know, like me and Dave and Ezekiel, we've been watching all the damn videos, and there's just so much cool stuff, and you keep on finding new stuff when people showcase a different booth. You know, so I like looking at everybody's stuff, seeing how they put all their stuff in the booth. Like, you know, so I like looking at everybody's stuff, seeing how they put all their stuff in the booth. Like Rob O'Brien at Resurrect Costumes, how he squeezed. You pay extra for carpet in your booth at Transworld. If you want internet service, you pay extra. You pay extra $10 a gallon or whatever the hell they were charging the guy to fill up the Stay Puft Marshmallow, man. They charge you for every single thing. So what starts out as a $1,500 booth, I think it's $1,500 to $800. These end up costing you $2,000 to vet for one Transworld, one 10-foot by 10-foot square booth. So it's pretty crazy that people paid a steep price. So if they mark their stuff up, they had to. But man, it's the Super Bowl for Halloween. So next year I want to be there. I know Vic's going. Ezekiel should be there if he can get out of the country. We're hoping Brother Dave can make it from the Weird Kids show so that the whole trio can be there and just stomp the floor at Transworld, man. I want to be there. I don't want to be watching videos. I want to be there live in person. I want to meet all the other creepers, meet the Haunt fam, you know, hang out, drink a beer with everybody and chill out, man. Talk about Haunt stuff and all the cool stuff you saw at the show, you know. Like a family reunion, basically. Treat it like a family reunion. So, like next year at Transworld, I want to be there. I don't want to miss again. What's up, Monster Morgue? All the way from Puerto Rico, the Boricuas. Yeah, I'm hoping, man. I still want to be at Transworld next year. I'm trying to figure out some kind of little cart I can build to be Transworld. I also found out if your booth's taller than 8 foot, they charge the union to come out and finish building your booth, and you got to pay union dues for somebody to come finish building your booth. So that's kind of crazy too. So don't go over 8 feet if you're vending at Transworld, because they'll just charge you for that too. But it's just insane how much they hammer folks for who are vending there. You know, and they nickel and dime you to death with every little damn thing when you're just trying to make a buck. And, you know, it's all your product, and that's probably your 1 or your 2, 3 big shows of the year. That's probably your biggest show for the whole year, but they're going to charge you for it, which kind of sucks, you know. So, like anything, money's money, and I'm glad that there was so much cash and carry there this year for people, because people were so hungry after missing out last year for Transworld. That's awesome that people brought a lot of cash and carry for people, so that's super cool. St. Louis could be insane next year. They do not was going to like maybe half their stuff because they didn't know what to expect this year. A lot of vendors had smaller booths. They bought less product because they weren't sure if there was anybody who was going to be there, if anybody was going to show up. So it was kind of a for people where they were hesitant what was going to happen, and it ended up being record sales for everybody in big. So next year is going to be ape shit. It's going to be off the chart. Everybody's going to have their full displays. They're going to bring everything. They're going to crank out more product for next year. So next year is probably going to be one of the most hugest Transworlds ever, and I can't wait to be there for it. So I'm dying to go. I'm dying to go. There isn't that much print material. Chad, I saw a ton of cards and flyers and crap on people's tables. I'm taking everything. I'm taking 2 of everything. So you can go back later and look people up if you don't have because I'm probably only going to be able to be there 2 days. Probably Thursday, or probably Friday and Saturday. And I got to probably Thursday, or probably Friday and Saturday. And I got to be home Sunday to work to make up for Friday. So I'm taking everything. When I see something I want, I'm not waiting. I'm pulling the trigger on everything I want, because I've only got 2 days there. You don't need a cart, man. You don't need a cart, man. I carry all my stuff in a backpack. Chad, I need a cart, man. How am I going to carry buckets of blood? How am I going to carry fright props, motors? How am I going to carry wet? How am I going to carry heads, masks? I need a bucket. I need a garbage can to drag with me. I need something, because I'm taking my stuff away. Whatever I can't order, I'm taking it with me. I took one from everyone and fit it all in the backpack with room for other stuff. I need more room, Chad, because I'm coming there loaded for bear. So I'm going to try and make one of those little old lady carts and dress it up really cool, like 2 wheels. That way, if you got a coat, because like next year it's going to be in March, so I'm sure you're going to have jackets, coats. People who aren't used to Midwest weather are probably going to be wearing parkas and stuff like that, because in March it's still going to be cold. I would assume it's going to be 30, 40 degrees there. So I think Ezekiel said we're going to be staying at the Hampton Inn, which is like a 3-block walk from Transworld. So you can load up. At lunchtime, you can run back to the hotel, unload, come back to the show, and at the end of the day, you can bring the rest of your stuff with you and unload with the motor. So that's my plan. Walk the 3 blocks and unload at the show, and I'll just wear a light jacket or something like that, and I can take my jackets off and stuff them in like a little cart or something, so you ain't got to carry around a jacket. Be comfortable inside, you know. That's sort of my plan. A packing mule. Yes, Chad, I am that packing mule. So I'm going to try and bring up a little 2-wheeled cart that I can throw all the crap in for everybody who's with me. If we're wandering around, you can offload your jackets and your paperwork, whatever. It's either that or you can carry a big-ass laundry sack with you, like a big mesh sack, and throw all your stuff in that, you know, like walk around like Santa Claus or like a Krampus. Yeah, I most definitely want a cart, some kind of cart. But yeah, next year is going to be insane, man. I can't wait. I want to start saving for it so I can get some cool stuff for my home haunt, and I want to look at other stuff so I can see what other props I can build. Because I want to start making bigger props, man. I want to start making weapons. I got an idea for a clown hammer. I looked at all the clown hammer videos at Transworld. Didn't see what I had planned, so I thought, okay, that's cool. So I want to make a clown hammer. It's not what I'm doing right now. This little clown project I'm making small. Damn bugs. They're coming in because of the lights. But yeah, I got a clown hammer planned. I'm going to get with Mike from Haunters. Haunters Anonymous. Those guys, man, they're just so tech savvy, man. I love those guys, Mike and James. So, me out with my clown hammer. I'm going to try and put some lights and stuff in it. So, I got a bunch more stuff planned coming up. There's a big yard sale coming up next month. The town north of me. I'm looking for some materials that I can destroy and make some stuff. I had a pretty sweet yard sale last weekend. We hit a couple of yard sales, and I found a cool bottle for 25 cents. I thought that was pretty awesome. Some kind of ex-booze bottle or something for $0.25, so I can make that a specimen bottle or something. Got me some Crown Royal sacks. How cool are these? These are only like 25 cents a piece or something like that. April on these table. So I got the apple ones, and then check this out. This is my greatest coup by far. The yard sales here in my town. They had 8 tracks for 10 cents. Now my Trans Am is going to have an 8-track. Everybody's putting big stereos in their stuff. I'm going backwards and putting an 8-track in my Trans Am. For 10 cents. I got Aerosmith toys in the attic. 10 cents on 8-track. And I got Rocks Aerosmith. 10 cents. 5 8-tracks. 50 cents. How do you beat that, man? You don't. And then I got a purple Crown Royal sack. So I could pour some stuff in there, you know, doodads or whatever. I found a cool book. It's a Black House by Stephen King and Peter Straub. That was 60 cents. It's a first edition, first print. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll grab some Stephen King to read later. And then I grabbed Hannibal, first edition, first print for 50 cents. I know it's like a $10, $20 book too. So I want to get the other books and read these all in series. So I grabbed a couple of books. I think I got one last little thing in my bag. Oh, I think I showed you guys that. I got this guy for $2, a little horse brush, $2 so I can distress costumes and stuff, do some foam work, because I'm hoping to do a facade this year. So forgot about this guy. Here's a little Columbia, like the sweater people, like a little multi-tool. It's got all kinds of crap on here. I don't know how the hell you work the LED light. You squeeze it, you turn it, what do you do? I don't know. Well, it's got a flashlight. I just don't know how to work it. but it's a little multi-tool, and I got that for 50 cents. So it's got screwdrivers and stuff in there. I'm going to keep this in my truck. So a little multi-tool by Columbia for 50 cents. So pretty sweet yard sales, man. So next month when the big yard sales hits, the big town-wide ones up north, we're going to comb the streets all day, and we'll see if I can find a bunch of cool stuff that I could use for my channel or for anything else, you know. I love Aerosmith, man. I love Aerosmith. Longtime fan. Everything like I think it was Michelle. You've been going 11 years. A backpack is the way to go. Yeah, I'm sure there was a lot of backpacks there. I can see them in videos. People always had something to carry the literature and stuff around. I totally scam deals, Monster Morgue. I love yard sales. Somebody asked me, you ever go to yard sales? Hell yeah, I'd be going to some yard sales. Because you can find the coolest stuff there that people drag out of their barn that hasn't seen the light of day like in 10 years, 20 years. So you can find hellified deals there and get stuff for cheap, and you can destroy it or you can use yard sales, man. If anyone's looking for bottles, I go to the local bar and get some of their empty ones. That's, you know what, you did tell me that, Michelle. I meant to tell Dave that. If you can find a local bartender that's a buddy of yours, have them save all the little shooter bottles and liquor bottles and put them aside for you instead of going in the trash. And you can dress them up as specimen bottles or clay bottles. You know how Brother Dave makes all them little monster bottles that are so cool. Or Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby has like 50% off glass like once a month. You can go there and load up on stuff. I find little bottles all the time, and I'll grab 2 or 3 and I'll bring them back here and stick them in the bottom of my toolbox for projects later on or for my witch's shelf. Because I got a bunch of like glowing bottles up there that are underlit by black light. I just put the word out so many bottles head up quickly. Catchus also says our golf club runs our clubhouse bar. So they saved the fancy ones. Man, that's a hell of a hookup, man. Like an 19th hole or whatever, you know. I bet you they got all kinds of cool freaking bottles in there, man. Like, that's when April saw this one. She was like, man, it's only 25 cents. You want this? I don't know what it is, but it was only a quarter, so it's got a cool shape. It's got like a little star on top or something, a little like 4-legged starfish. I don't even know what the hell this is, so. But it's a cool bottle. I can do something with it. But for a quarter, it's like you can't beat that, and it's thick as hell. Oh yeah, yard sales. I love yard sales, man. Yard sales are the way to go. You find so much cool crap there. You know, maybe I can find some little inspirational toys to, you know, mold or whatever, or come up with new designs or something. You know, I got 8 tracks from the yard sale. It's like, man, you just never know what you're gonna find, man. Royal bags. I haven't seen these in a ton of years. But they make great little storage bags for stuff around the shop. I can throw magnets in there or some of my locks or whatever, you know. I want to do some new locks this year, too. That's my plan. I like to sculpt at least a new lock this year sometime before Halloween. Get that up on Etsy. I got some ideas, but yeah. So far today, I just want to do some molds, knock out some resin pouring, show you guys just a couple of things in real time, how fast you can bust this out, play with some color combinations. I got a bunch of videos on resin casting, so if you guys missed any of this stuff, you can always go back and look at my resin casting videos. They're basically the same. So now this little super thin mushroom, or not mushroom, devil's food cupcake is kind of topper, is kind of soft, it's kind of hardening up. You can see he holds his own now. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of come on tonight, and I don't know if Alan was coming on or whatever, so I figured, hell, I'm going to jump on, take a chance, show you guys my new molds. Wanted to break these in, see if there was going to be any issues with them, and so far so good. I'm going to tweak that little snail eye. I'm going to tweak on this guy's mold, figure out why the teeth aren't coming out. So I'm going to clean this up. But yeah, the bugs are attacking the hell out of me and they're flying in here. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off into the stream, clean up this mess, put this stuff away, clean out these molds a little bit, and see if I can perfect them. And then I want to do mask painting night pretty soon. Pope was cool enough to send me a couple of masks. I got a mask from Dave, Brother Dave at the Weird Kid Show. I got some blank Alan. I got a bunch of crap stacked up for latex. I got some Alan's paint. So we're going to do a mask painting night one night. I can kind of figure out how to use that stuff and see the ins and out of mask painting. So we'll do that now that it's warm outside finally. So, man, you know, there's never a shortage of projects around here. That is for sure, man. I appreciate you guys coming in and spending some time and hanging out. That's basically what this is all about, you know, making a couple of things. And I can show you guys how I do things. And just killing time and hanging out together, you know, because we're still in this pandemic together. So I was going to come and show you guys what I'm building, maybe inspire you guys to make your own stuff. But yeah, I'm just glad you guys come and hung out. It's always cool to sit and BS and chat and just, throw some stuff together and, BS. So, and next time we're going to have to do beers too. So, I thank you guys for stopping by. Man, I hope I inspired you to make a little something or maybe give you a little different idea of how to do something a little bit different. But, yeah, it's been fun. I got to fix my phone, get off the damn screwdriver it's balanced on, so I'm kind of at a cockeyed angle. So, I'm going to be probably breaking my phone tonight after I get off. So, yeah, I thank you for stopping by, man. And I'm going to do another one probably soon. And we can all check. You guys have a good night. Let me get this off the phone before it hits the ground. Getting rid of my tripod. All right, peoples. Sorry about my janky internet, but it's been pretty crazy with the damn thing. I don't know what the hell my internet's ass. So far, it isn't working out too good. All right, folks. Good night. I will see you all soon. Are you sure you want to stop the streaming?